My name is Rama Ishaya, and began teaching meditation in 1996. Taught internationally, all over the world, traveling from Europe to Australia to the States to Canada. And in about 2004 or so, I felt like I knew quite a lot about my own personal meditation practice, but not a lot about the tradition, the science and the philosophy behind meditation on a greater scope. So I began a program, a 3-year program, where I traveled to India and studied meditation and the philosophy, a lot of the Sanskrit texts. And that's where I also deepened my knowledge of Hatha Yoga and was practicing on a more deep level for that 3 years. At the moment, we're teaching 1 class a week here at the temple. It's Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Classes tend to go somewhere between an hour and a half. I don't like to keep a rigid time frame because I don't want to cheat people of a full class. So an hour and a half. The class is a walk-in if you just want to try it once, see how it goes for you. It's £10, or we also offer a 6-class card paid in advance for £50. I've taught people in their 70s, I've taught quite young children, about 10 years old or so. And it really is something anybody can do off of the street if they've never heard of yoga or if they know a lot about yoga. It's open to pretty much anybody who wants to learn. The deeper side of yoga that makes it different than going to the gym and doing aerobics or lifting weights or jogging is that it has the effect to calm the mind, to deepen the breath, to purify the nervous system so that we can concentrate more deeply and more focused on whatever task it may be. But ultimately to begin to experience the divine more deeply in our lives. The way that I structure the class is individual for people's needs. If people have had chronic back problems, we can work with that. We start out with the very basic postures, teaching people how to breathe properly. And so if you can barely touch your toes, or if you can't touch your toes at all, it doesn't matter, because we really take you where you were at. Yoga is a very personal thing, so what one person can do, another person may not be able to do, but they can both benefit equally. And so we start out very basic, very gentle, and by strengthening the body using those gentle techniques, we then can progress to some of the other asanas, but then the body's prepared. So whether you've done it for 20 years or you've never done it before, it doesn't matter. We can work with people where they're at.